Damn, I done did it again. Spinning the blocks with them blocks and that thing just told me.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year, and welcome back to the channel. By now, you've already seen a podcast kind of explaining what we're doing this year. But we're here in the bait lab, as you can see, with our wonderful flag right there. Got our mic active, ready to go, so hopefully that helps with the sound. And today, I am just playing around, and I want to make some stuff for my personal tackle box, but instead of mixing up new material, I have tons of remelt here that I'm going to use to get a variation of something that I want. You know, one of my, I guess you could say, confident colors is I think it used to be called, like, it was like Texas red and watermelon. So just any kind of laminate bait using green and red. So I've got some stuff in the works for that. And then I'm going to make just a solid color. I'm going to use, again, some remelts and probably spice it up a little bit. But I figured it'd be a good video to take y'all along with me into the new year and kick things off here on the channel. So with that being said, let's get things started and we'll see what we can come up with. With all that being said, I have a pile of, this is going to be our single color. I have 4 different molds for the baits that I typically use the most, set off to the side over here. So let's get things started. So I just want some kind of variation of a bright color with something starting with pink. So let's this is just like a regular neon pink that was left over and or for something else I did. So let's get this chopped up. Another type of pink, I think this was like the pink lemonade with some glitter in it from Dead on Plastics. And then I can't remember what I made with this, but we're gonna just put a little bit of this in there and see what we can do. And we're just chopping it up. That way, once it's all in the cup, it melts down just a little bit easier. So with that being said, I'm gonna get this cup filled up with some plastic. Finish chopping up some more of this, and then once we get it remelted, we'll see if we can spice it up or add something to it to make it look a little better. We got our first thing, which is our solid color for the stuff I wanted to make. Just something, you know, pretty bright to try out. So you can see how everything melted together. It already looks like a pretty good color. In this scenario, I'm not worried as much about temperature because this is remelts and it's already been converted once. So I just have to have it at a workable temperature, which is pretty much, I like to get it back to a liquid state, and then I consider that workable, which is usually not too hot. So with that being said, let's get some extra stuff out here and see if we can spice that up and make it look just a little more better than that. So if you look closely, I see some very fine either holographic or silver glitter in there. So the first thing I'm going to do to spice this up is I'm going to add some of Lureworks Silver .035 square glitter. And I don't want to add much because it's already a glitter or flake rich color. So I'm just going to add about that much, and we're just going to go from there. Let me set that down. Let's get this all stirred in. And I do apologize. Please bear with me. I'm still getting used to working around the camera with it being right here in front of me. So I apologize. It keeps going in and out of focus. I'm trying to keep it on our color here. But yeah, that's not too bad. All right, let's see what we can do next. Next up, I'm going to add just a little bit of Dead on Plastics metal mist here. Not much, just a couple drops. I don't want to change the brightness, how bright this color is, but I just want to give it that effect that metal mist does. A couple more drops. Oh yeah, we'll get that mixed together. All right. I think that's looking pretty good, so I'm gonna give that a yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So it really didn't change it too much. It just gave it a little extra sheen. It's not too bright, but it's not too dark. So I'm gonna give this a quick little reheat, and then we'll inject some molds with it. All right, so one little last quick adjustment here. I really like the direction this is going. So I wanted to add some of Lureworks Highlight Violet Pearl Powder just to give it that little bit of pearlescent effect, or a little bit of sheen, if you will. So we're just going to add that much. Nothing too crazy, just a little dab, a little pinch. And let me get the lid back on this, because the last thing I want is to turn that over and have powder everywhere. All right. So let me get this all mixed in. Oh yeah, look at that. That is gonna be pretty. You can kind of already see how it gives that violet pearlescent effect right there on the top. Oh yeah. I think that's gonna be the magic. So, that being said, let's get ready to get us some molds injected. Alright, we got our color ready and our 4 molds set up here. So let's go ahead and draw us up some plastic. Oh yeah. And let's get some stuff running here. So you should, or you may, I ain't gonna say should, but you may be able to tell what molds these are according to the ports if you've watched some of my other videos before. If not, you'll notice that when we break them open, also you may end up seeing, if you look in the background, what I'm doing here, you may see the molds where they're labeled so they're easier to tell what they are. These are just some of my personal favorites that I like to use on a daily basis. All right. So that was it for the first injector. We got 2 of them done. Let me get my other injector here. We'll pull it up. And then we'll go ahead and fill these other two molds. All right. Top that off. All right. Last one. Just like that. Top it off. We'll go back and top that one off a little bit. I think that got it. They all felt pretty good, so we'll just wait and see how they turned out. All right. So with our 4 molds done here, let's give those a minute to cool off, and then we'll check them out. So first mold up, 2.8 inch Rip Rap swim bait. So let's see how our color came out. And they wanted to split for both sides. Well, let's just take a look at this one. Oh, what a beautiful color. I'll tell you what, opening these molds up, it just never gets old. So look at that. Beautiful. I think that is gonna be magic. Oh yeah, look at the way the flakes in it shine when the light hits it. And you can almost, right around the edges where the lights hit it, you can see that violet highlight. Take a look at one more here. Oh yeah. Beautiful. All right. So with that being said, let's go move on to the next one. Mold number 2 is the 3.75-inch split tail shad. Let's see, come off. There we go. Look at how beautiful that is. Again, I love how you can see it, the way the light hits it. Beautiful. So let's take them out. Oh yeah. Look at these bad boys. These are going to be magic. I actually can't wait to use these. Alright. What do y'all think? Alright, so on to the next one. Next up, we have our 3-inch tracer shad. Oh, yeah, now you can read it. So let's crack this bad boy open and see if we can get them all out on one side here. Oh yeah. What do you think about those? Pretty looking things. Let's go ahead and get them out here. Bring them up in the light. Come on, get off there. There we go. Oh yeah. What do y'all think? Let's take one off so you guys can have a better look at that thing. Oh yeah. When that thing's dangling in front of a crappie, that is gonna be magic. Alright, on to our fourth and final. And our fourth and final mold for today is the 2.25-inch crappie minnow. Sorry guys, working around this camera. Oh yeah, those things are going to be swallowed whole. You'll need a pair of pliers to get that out of a fish's mouth. Let's take them out. Look at how these things peel out. Beautiful. Let's take one off here. Let you get a better look at it. Oh yeah. What y'all think? Let me know what you think about those. Alright, so that is our first run of that color right there. So as you can see, I just put all the leftover sprues and stuff back in the cup. I am going to remelt that and use as much as I can again on these 4 molds. I'm going to do that off camera because we've already looked at it, and then I will pick it back up when we get ready for our laminate color of the day. Moving on to our next color, which is going to be a laminate bait. So I have to get these 2 piles of remelts melted down, and I do have to get them close to the same temperature in order for this to work correctly. Now what I was going for is a watermelon Texas red. Is what is one of my confident colors that I throw all the time. But you cannot, or I can't hardly find that color anymore. And I do make a better version for those of you that watch this that know exactly the color I'm talking about. But this was just some leftover stuff. This is actually green pumpkin with some red flake that I made for somebody. And this was just like the leftover sprues and pieces out of the injectors. And then this is just a bunch of different red colors that I had left over. I need to peel that off there. Yep. There we go. What you can see, that's got just a little bit of black flake in it. This is a red pearl from a pearl powder. I think that'll give it a nice little touch. And then some more of that with the black flake. Just a couple different kinds of reds there. You can see. And all this is the green pumpkin with the red flake. So we're going to get these melted down, get them close to temperature, and then we'll inject some molds. Now we got our 2 colors melted down here and ready to go. And I think and hope I have our molds in the right orientation, so to speak. That way we laminate clearly with a top and bottom. So with all that being said, let's we'll go ahead and set the linen block up here. And then go ahead and draw some plastic in our injectors. Hopefully, since we're doing laminate baits, it won't take, we can get both of them or all of them with the one injector full. All right, so there's our first one done. On to the next one, done. Oh yeah. Third one, done. Which these really just don't take much plastic at all anyways, these little swim baits. So they, I know there's plenty of plastic in there for those. Alright. Done. Alright. Now this is where the things are going to get tricky. Hopefully there's enough plastic in here for the rest of this. That should have been that one. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble. Let's clear this off. Hopefully we can get us some more. Feels like it's kind of trying to freeze up here. There's that one. See if we can get one more. And it doesn't take much plastic to do it because it's the little crappy minnows. I don't know that it worked, folks, but we will find out together. All of our leftovers going back in the cup. All right. I will let all that cool off and then check them out. Any luck, we take this blending block apart. This will tell us how nicely our colors played together, which it looks like everything came out. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, with that being said, let's these should be cool enough by now. Let's start cracking them open and seeing what we got. With any luck, everything went together perfectly, everything blended, and we'll have some pretty laminate baits. But we're gonna find out together. So first up is the 2.8 inch Rip Rap swim baits. Let's see if we can get it apart here. All right, so I do see a couple. Looks like where it seized up a little bit or started to gunk up. I didn't have them in high enough temperatures, but we did have one that came out pretty decent. Right here. I don't know if. Well, they're not bad. Not what I wanted or expected. But that is my fault because I didn't have everything to the correct temperature. Take a look at one more. Oh, this might be the best one out of all of them. Let's take this off. That's to the side. Oh yeah, that one did pretty good. All right, so we'll check out mold number 2. Mold number 2 is the split tail shad. So it looks like these come out pretty decent so far. What do y'all think? Let's enough playing around. Let's take them out. Oh yeah, look at how pretty those are. Oh yeah, let's take one off so we can take a better look at it. And it does look like we've got almost a perfect laminate all the way. Sorry, I had that tail twisted there. Almost all the way from top to bottom. I do see a little bit of bleed over, but that does not hurt my feelings one bit. A little bit of bleed over in the green down here. But still, that does not hurt my feelings. Let's take a look at another one. Let's get on down in about the middle of the mold here. Oh yeah, that was a near perfect Laminate all the way down. Look at the other side. A little bit of bleed in the red, but not bad. It came out better than the other ones. That's exactly what I was looking for there. All right, well, on to the next mold. Time for the 3-inch tracer. I hope this will come out just as good as those split tail shad did. We're all going to come out on the bottom side here. Look at that. Ooh, that is pretty. There's see a bubble, an air bubble there. Let's go ahead and take these out. Oh yeah, beautiful. All right, there we go. So let's take a better look at them. I do see one that it looks like it didn't get any laminate at all, and that's this first one here. But it looks like the rest of them did absolutely perfect. I don't know that you can ask for much better of a laminate. So look at another one. Oh yeah. Let's take them off. All right. Look how perfect. Almost nearly perfect. Both sides. It's like a little bit of red blood over right there. But I will take it. Let's take another one off. Look. Oh yeah. That is pretty. Let me know what y'all think about that. Anyways, on to the last and final mold. Last and final mold is the 2.25-inch crappy minnow. So let's take a look at these bad boys. So first impressions, I do see a little bit of bleed over in the red right there and right there. But everything else looks pretty good. So let's see. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh yeah. All right. Put them in my hand here. So it does look like that one got mostly green. That one laminated. That one did pretty good. Oh, so it looks like most of them did good except for these couple down here and that one at the top, which it ain't bad. All right. Well, there you have it. Let me know what you think about those. Try to get us a little thumbnail going, a little review of what we did today with our single color, with the split tail shad, the swim bait, tracer shad, and the crappy minnow, and then our laminate color with the same baits. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how that turned out. If y'all like the colors, or if y'all like it in those baits, or something you might want to see that in. One last thing real quick. This was a something I got for Christmas last week. I thought that was funny. So I'll go ahead and close this video out. I hope this is something y'all enjoyed. This was not really a planned or scheduled video. This was just me having fun, bringing in the New Year's. Again, I'm fixing to actually go fishing with these baits that I just made. So we're going to see how that works. It's actually January 2nd right now. So we're going to try them out and see what we can do. Be sure to do all the good things that come with YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know which one of those was your favorite. I do have tons more videos planned coming in the year, or throughout this year, and in the future. This was just kind of off the wall. I was out here and decided to make a video. And make sure you go check out the podcast style video I did. Let me know what you think about that, if that's something we should move forward with. With that being said, Happy New Year. Hope everybody enjoyed the holidays. If y'all had a break, hope y'all had a good break. And I look forward to pushing out a good bit of content coming here in the future. Also, for you ladies and gentlemen that comment talking about the sound, again, I do have the mics now. So let me know if that worked out, or if you can hear me better. So until next time, we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for officially watching Caleb's Temptation.